Well, good morning, friends and family. Just got into Hot Springs, and John is driving me around.
Take the next left onto Silver Mine Road.
To get down to the drop-off point. And it is rainy outside, off and on.
In 800 feet, you will arrive at your destination. Very
cloudy and gloomy. It is supposed to start clearing off by 9 or 10 o'clock. But the first part of the day is going to be dreary. There's the river out there. So we are here. There's Blazes. And there's Blazes.
You have arrived.
Right there. Alright, so 14.2 mile day. And I don't know how much recording I will do after this until it clears off. But this is day 29 on the AT. So I will get back with you later. Well, John just dropped me off there. And I'm hiking along the river. And let you see some of this debris that was washed up by the flood. That's quite a brick or rock wall. There's a blaze on it, just in case you lost. Alright, today is a mostly climbing day. Gaining a lot of elevation before I drop into Allen Gap and meet Johnny there. Alright, if I can record later, I will. Here's something you don't see every day. Lover's Leap Trail that way. Be nice to go downhill for a bit, but unfortunately, I'm going up that way. Well, here's one of the iconic sites on the AT. This curved brick wall, retention pond, and a bench seat if you need to sit and take a break. And it's raining and cool, somewhat miserable. Supposed to have stopped by now. Alright, no rain, no pain, no Maine. Well, I've had rain and pain, so let's go to Maine. Well, just came out on this road. Don't know where it's going. Another one there, but it's closed. I think I'll go down the road though. No. There's a blaze over there. Let's see, and there's a blaze up there. Let's see if I'm going that way. Alright, the far out app says we take this road for a while. I was not expecting that. Alright, still lightly raining. Well, just came out here on this gravel road. There's blazes on the either side of this bridge. And I think it's Highway 70 down below. Brother John mentioned that, I think he said he drove through here, he couldn't find a place for the trail pickup. Well, there isn't one. The trail just crosses over the top. Well, not much to see here today. Still kind of gloomy, misty, rainy. Still coming down. It's supposed to stop by now. Oh well, let's keep going. Well, came across this sign in the woods. Appalachian Trail, north-south, elevation 3249. I've been climbing a bit since Hot Springs. I think I'm gonna get over the other side of this hill, come up, I'm gonna maybe put this umbrella away. Just on the downside, there should be some water. I've got another full bottle in the pack, but I want to get one more, mix my electrolytes in it, and I have a tendency to drink that down pretty quick. But I've got less than 7 miles to go today, so another 2 bottles should last me till I get done. Bears are taking food, huh? Well, here's a shelter on the AT. I think it'd have to be pretty desperate to stay there. But in emergency, it'll work. I'm not sure the name of this one here. I'd have to look it up. Oh, there it is. I don't have to look it up. Spring Mountain Shelter. Allen Gap 3.7. Alright, so Hot Springs, 11 miles. That's how far I've come so far. Continuing on. Well, let's give you a shot of something today. It's mostly gloomy and overcast and rainy, so couldn't do much. But sun finally started to peek through, and so it wasn't quite so, what's the word? Depressing. Yeah, that's the word. But I'm going downhill, gonna meet Johnny down at the bottom here. May consider going on for another hour. That'll lock that off for tomorrow. So we'll see if he's up for it when I get there. Well, how's that for timing? Johnny, Brother John, just pulled in. He was having mapping issues. They said the road was closed. So let's see what's up. Well, good late afternoon, friends and family. So it's just past 4 o'clock. I'm still on the trail. What's going on is I was going from Hot Springs to Allen Gap, and but Brother John had mentioned that there's another connector just a mile or so up the road, and so I got to looking at it and looking at the trail profile, and from Allen Gap to that road called Log Cabin Road, it's mostly uphill. And so, as you see in the previous clip, I already met Brother John at Allen Gap. So what we did is he took me and drove me around to this road, Log Cabin Road, and dropped me off on the trail. And now I'm hiking back to Allen Gap. The steps will all connect, and then tomorrow morning he'll bring me back to Log Cabin Road, and drop me off there, and I'll resume a hike going north from there. The reason I wanted to get this section knocked out is tomorrow I have to go in with a full pack and spend the night. So I've been doing a lot of slack packing, and in case you missed one of my videos explaining what that is, a slack pack means you get dropped off in the morning and picked up in the afternoon, and you carry only the essentials you need for during the day. So basically you have no overnight gear, you have no tent, no sleep bag, no cook set. So I just pack a lunch, pack water, water filtration, because you got to replenish your water during the day. And so then you hike that way, slack pack. So I've been kind of working in as many slack packs as possible. And but unfortunately tomorrow night, currently we haven't been able to find a road that connects that Brother John can pick me up. So that means I'll spend the night on trail, which is not a big deal. They've done a lot. And but the section I'm going through is where they've had massive amount of blowdowns from Hurricane Helene. So a lot of the trees are weak, and they're still coming down, and when they get high winds. And so I really don't want to be tying my hammock to it. Now I do have a tent set up, and I can set my tent up. So there is that. But what I would prefer to do is get an early start, hike a short distance, see how many hikers are on the trail, then get to one of 2 shelters, and then get there early enough to where I can get a spot in the shelter, because it's first come first serve. And so that's my plan for tomorrow. So I hike 11 miles to the first shelter, and we'll see if it's occupied, busy, but also more important than that, I'm a pretty slow hiker, and most days so far I've been hiking by myself almost all day, and occasionally somebody will pass me up, and then they're gone. So if I have a lot of people pass me up during the day, it could be maybe a safe assumption that they're going to that next shelter that I might want to go to. If I have a lot of pass me up in that first 11 miles. Or if I can talk to them and find out what their plans are. But so far I haven't had a lot of people pass me up. So if I don't have anybody pass me up in that first 11 miles, then I'll continue on to the next shelter, which I think is about 5 miles further, because I think it's about a 16-mile day to that next shelter. But getting this 1.6 knocked off at the beginning will help me on get that done tomorrow. All right, long explanation. I'm starting to climb, so I'm running out of air. All right, I'll come back when I see something interesting. If not, y'all have a great day. Here is some of the sites that we've seen on videos before of the damage from Helene. Just wasted. Debris down there from that plastics company, washed all over the place. Just tons of stuff down there.